Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. I'm taking what some people have said into consideration and creating another Google form. I feel like this is probably the best way to kind of get a tally for it. I had considered using the Facebook poll option, just because you can kind of see the other answers and then tally them on, and it all just comes down to how well the information is going to be organized. That's what I care about the most. The issue is that I'm not going to list every single place because it'd be ridiculous. But at the same time, I want to advise people, if you're going to use the other, like if there is something that you want to put in that's specific, just use only the name of the country. Don't say, I'd really like for you to play Mali, or I don't know, because it's not going to tally it properly. Like, it looks better in the graph and on the tally and the data and everything if it's the exact same bit of text in every single entry. So I put some of the main ones that I'd consider. I really like England, France, Portugal, all these just because they're big, and everyone. I speak English, so frankly, there's going to be a lot of people from England that are going to probably be able to understand me. It kind of makes sense as a first place to start. Other ones though we can consider. Don't ask me why I do things like this. I always think, like, when I'm like going to vote for the president or something, I just sometimes get this thought in my head, like, wouldn't it be funny if there was just a weird answer in here? Like, just to let people blow off some steam, because the whole futility of it just drives you crazy. I had also considered trying to organize something called the alternative vote, which is where you actually vote like 4 times, and then it's called runoff tally as an alternative to first past the post, but it'd be too complicated for me to tally it. I didn't find an adequate program to make it work, so we're just gonna have to go with this one. This is actually technically the first past the post voting system, if you're curious in how that works. So winner take all. So when you go to the form, it's gonna look like this, and just put in whatever you want. You can only vote 1 time. If you do other, then type it. Here is one thing I would definitely recommend though. After you vote, let's say I do this. Let's say I put bacon as my answer. Okay. After you vote, you can edit your response. So if you first see previous responses, and you can see that right now the only answer is other, it's bacon, which will show up somewhere. I don't know where. Eventually it'll show a list of all the votes. But you can go back and edit your response. So if you find that, like, the city that you voted for, or the country or whatever, isn't typed the same way, please do a little bit of work. Make sure that you're all voting for the same country, so the tallies get counted properly, and we can actually get that number good. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the first video of EU4. So thank you. See you soon.